Hey, here we go. Welcome to another edition of the Michigan Football Film Study Focus on the Offense with Al Borges. We are talking about a film study of a victory over the Spartans, no less, and one where maybe, just maybe they found a pathway to something that they can ride the rest of the way this season, a quarterback dynamic that can work. A two
Mhm.
quarterback system with Davis Warren and Alex Orgy that Davis throwing it a little bit, Alex running it a little bit, maybe Davis running it a little bit down the stretch, and Alex throwing it a little bit. Maybe that'll be something we see down the stretch. But that wasn't the case in this game. It was Davis throwing it some and Alex running it some. We're going to profile that in the film study today. Al Borges. Al, how are you?
I'm doing great, Sam. It's great to come off a win, have something fun to talk about because the alternative just doesn't make the program as much fun.
Yeah,
But
sure does.
we had some stuff in this game that was exciting, and particularly the second half, because I think it was kind of a tale of two halves. The second half just appeared to be a let it rip mentality from the players and the coaches' perspective, and I think made a difference. This is a team that they're not the same team they've been the last 3 years. They've been a team that could really kind of bully you a little bit, push you around. I'm not sure they can't do a little bit of that, but this is more of a team that's got to work a little more out of the box. And in the second half, I think they did just that. They just, a little flea flicker, halfback pass, you name it. They weren't afraid to run it, and doggone everything they called worked out pretty good, particularly the new ad stuff, the stuff that I don't think Michigan State had practiced against.
Yeah, and so it's going to be interesting to see how teams play them. Will they try to do what Michigan State did, and maybe see if Michigan can use what they learned, countering what Michigan State did to them in this
Mm-hmm.
game. And Al, you saw with some of these show plays at the beginning how Michigan State really said, "Hey, you know what, Michigan? We're gonna be
Mm-hmm.
very aggressive with our safeties
Mm-hmm.
against you." Uh, with Davis Warren in the game, especially. And so here we're gonna show that with a couple of these show plays out of the gate. And so you call this series safeties triggering.
Yeah, safety's triggered. Not necessarily box players, because most of the time the guy triggering was outside the umpire and the snap of the ball, but he just came blowing up as soon as he got a run read. If that tight end blocked down or he blocked the man over him, he just blew up into the box. And here's a prime example. This happened, Sam, 11 times in the game where a triggering safety, corner, whatever, was making the play within 2 yards of the line of scrimmage. It happened 7 times in the first half where they had them all blocked, and that safety made the play. Now that's tough to account for because the back wasn't getting an opportunity to have enough space to beat the guy. Here's a prime example. The safety came barreling into the line of scrimmage on the punch play, and every guy is capped. They did a great job with the right guard of getting around on the Mike linebacker. They kicked out the widest guy. The safety filled in the hole and second and what it was, second and 12 or whatever.
Yeah, so you can see him. He just look
Yeah,
at
it
him
was.
lined up on the hash at the top of your screen.
Yeah, that play gained about a yard and a half. Okay, and when you cap them all, you get them all. But you want to believe they're going to do better than that. But this just kept coming up. I mean, time and time again. Now they did pay for it. We're going to show you that they didn't get away with it. Not the whole game anyway. So we're going to show you how they their counterpunch to that.
All right.
Let's show them another one, Sam. This is another one. Same idea. Zone play to the right behind the tight end. Every guy's blocked, and there's a safety making the play for about 2 yard gain. But the whole defense, front wise, is pretty much capped. But there's the safety.
Coming up to make the
I can't
play.
let him do that. You don't have any running game. You do that. There's got to be a counterpunch to this action right here.
And
Now,
so,
occasionally that back will beat him, but you can't count on that all the time.
yeah, I was gonna say, they're gonna say, "Well, coach, wait a minute, he's one on one with the safety. Coach, he's one on one with the safety. I thought you said he's
Nah,
supposed to be that guy."
yeah, but no space. You got to have some space. You can't. It's one thing, sometimes those box defenders will force with a little depth, so it gives the back a chance to square them up. But when there's no space, man, I don't. That's hard on any, even a good back. Now the great ones will find a way, I guess, to beat him. But I mean, that's tough there. That's not you know that's not conducive to winning that one-on-one. So, and what happens on the thing, Sam, is if you don't create something to put caution in them, whether it be a pass or whatever, they creep up even more and they force trigger even faster. So, there's got to be an answer to that.
Yeah, so that was a consistent theme to how Michigan State was, how they were playing Michigan, and this was something that we kind of talked about. Al, they're going to ignore, the quarterback as a threat with Davis in the game, and I mean, it's hard to block safeties triggering like that, even if you got a line that is really effective at blocking. That's not really a loaded box, but
No,
that can handle extra men in the box area. Even if you got a line that's effective at doing that, it's hard handling safeties that are coming down, triggering like that. So, how do you deal with that if you're Michigan? So that was one issue that they had to deal with. Another issue had to deal with early is your quarterback and Davis Warren coming in there. We saw this earlier in the season. There are times where he would leave the pocket too early, and we saw that first series of the game.
yeah, he's got to protect it or depend on his protection. Trust his pass protection. Here's an instance where there's really no pressure to speak of. Okay, and he bails out. Has to throw the ball away, pins himself into the sideline. All the receivers are covered. He just got to throw the ball away, and they got to punt it. But if you look at the play, you'll see that when he took his drop, and if you could slow this down and maybe stop it, Sam, when you go ahead and take the drop. Now he hits the back of the drop, freeze it right there. Okay. Now see, there's part of your problem right there. Okay. As soon as you hit that third step, get on your back foot, collect your feet, and start to climb. See, he hits the third step, kind of bounces back to, which disrupts the timing. Okay. Kind of disrupts the timing. So pull with that front foot, collect with that back foot, collect your feet, start pushing the pocket. You can see that's just a beautiful pocket. You can see it all. And now here comes Colston Loveland running through the traffic. They got to run through the umpire and their own guy and he's open. He's open. Okay. And on this kind of play, you want to kind of read the mesh. As they cross, see which one gets rubbed. In this case, they got two guys, the rat player and the guy covering the first crosser. The middle hook is being covered by the corner, I believe, and there's Colston with tons of separation. Take that step, set your hips, drive that throw, and you can see there's nothing but green grass there. He may break that tackle and really turn it into a big one. But you got to trust that protection and understand the timing of the route. Let your eyes and your feet take you to the pattern. Your feet will dictate the timing. Your eyes will dictate the decision. But that's a wasted opportunity. That's some meat on the bone that should have been a successful play.
So a little bit later in the game, I want to say it was the third quarter. We'll bring this play up right now, back to back. Did the same thing, but he got away with it on this play, Al.
The next one, the next one we're showing, but it's bad news, good news, but I don't just don't like. I mean, you'll see that it should not have resulted in what it resulted in. Okay, they're showing pressure. It's 3rd and 5. Again, there's no imminent threat. No one's in the middle of the pocket to force you to cut the ball loose. Okay, and if you watch the route now, he scrambled and threw it for a first down, but it really wasn't necessary. The ball should have been completed through structure. Okay, if you watch it from the wide angle, and I pause that just a second, Sam. You're going to see Colston Loveland is the number 3 receiver, the 3rd receiver inside. He's going to run up the field and run a little return route against man-to-man, and he's going to beat the guy. There's going to be separation. Again, take the drop, collect your feet, climb the pocket, let your eyes take you to the read. And until you feel that rush force you into an improv mode, think throw. I'm going to time the throw. I'm going to make the throw on time with structure. And then if you, for some reason, there's a protection breakdown or there's a coverage situation, then go into your act. Do what you got to do and go to your scramble rules. But you can see this is a play. You can let that run as slowly as you can possibly get away with.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Now he's out right now. Why is he out right now? Where are you going? Where are you going? He got a beautiful pocket. He haven't given the tight end a chance to make the move. And there's the move. He's open right there. If it's timed right, you can whiz it right by that umpire. He'll turn and run, and you'll get a first down. It turns out okay, but that's just not the way it's set up. I appreciate the fact that they got the first down, kept it going, but you don't design the play this way. And when you design the play and the play's open, you got to throw it. You got to do what's right, right? Okay. All right. We beat Davis up enough. He did some good stuff too. Okay. He did. He got settled in. You know, I thought a pivotal time for him was towards the end of the first half when they went to fast offense. You know, they were in 2-minute situation, and he didn't have to extrapolate a lot of information. Just get on the ball. Let's go. Boom, boom. He hit a few nice passes and ended up taking them down where they scored. So, you know, we're not picking on him. We're just trying to fix some of the stuff that, you know, he didn't do right, because he did do some stuff right.
He did some, made some nice passes, especially down the field passes as they got deeper into the game. That wanted to be a big place for Michigan. Folks, if you want to see the rest of this film study, all you have to do is scan this QR code to download the Autograph app. It is available for free on Android and iOS. Again, download or scan this QR code and download it now. It is available for free on Android and iOS. And one of the great things about the Autograph app is as you enjoy the film studies and all the other great content features of the Autograph app, the free podcast, the free blogs, the free videos, you're able to accrue points, and then later you're able to redeem those points for rewards like tickets or admission to exclusive events. It is a great way to take advantage of the great opportunities that Autograph affords you. So again, folks, download the Autograph app today and start enjoying the film studies and all the other great features of the Autograph app available
free,
on
Sam, free. That means nothing. You don't have to pay anything.
That is right, on Android and iOS.
It's a good price. I like that price.